I'm going to be remaking this texture on here and putting it on here to show you the process of it. So I'll basically just be copying this node setup, but just actually making it so you can see what it looks like as you make it. So starting off, I do want to keep these two because they're fine for this. I don't need to change the main node for it all. I don't need a bump node. I will need a color ramp, so this is going to set the color for the whole thing. So this one's going to be a darker brown, this one's going to be a lighter brown eventually, to make the gradients that makes it look, you know, like it's kind of cooked on top. I'll need these two. Connect these, and then the last one I need is the noise texture. Select factor. So obviously right now it looks nothing like it's meant to. It's just really wavy and quite, you know, distorted. So first thing I want to do is make this more detailed as much as possible, because there's no reason why I wouldn't. Distortion can stay 0 because I don't want it to really be distorted at all. The colours, I may as well do the colours now just so it's easier for me. So for the sake of being simpler, I may as well copy. So this colour here, this lighter shade, I used a pipette tool, which you can see here. So I can just click on this and it'll copy the colour. I've just put on the wrong one actually. So it's that one there. And this one I will set manually. So I want something vaguely like that. I'll probably end up changing it because once I get that shape, I can change it a bit more to what it needs to be. So about there will be fine for now. Now I need to, they can stay the same. Now I want to scale it up, which means taking it closer to 0. And to add more contrast, because right now you can see the colours blend a bit too much, so I can increase the contrast by scaling these two closer to each other. So if this one's down here, then there's going to be very little, like basically 0 of this colour here. But then as I drag it up, it brings more of it in. And if I put this one up there, it's going to be the opposite. There's barely going to be any of the lighter brown. So I want to have like a balance where they're both kind of in the middle-ish. Maybe this one needs to be a bit stronger, like that. If I decrease the scale a bit. And then what's actually better, rather than changing the scale on here, if I change the scale on here, I can actually, I've got more control. So this is, obviously this is the x-axis here, along this kind of way. So if I scale it on the x-axis here, it condenses it and it kind of makes stripes eventually when you do it too much. So I don't really want it to be that much done. But then, so if I just gradually, it's quite tedious to be honest, but there's no other way of doing it that I know of at least. So if the scale, probably, see what it's like there. And if I scale it in here a bit, and this does the same on the other side. The first time actually took quite a bit to find the, you see that it's quite distorted here. It took quite a bit to find a spot that wasn't too distorted. See then, the edges there are a bit sharp, so if I change this, I can blend them a bit better maybe. Bring this up a bit. I can also change the location, which kind of just keeps like generating it off screen. So if you imagine there's like a flat plane of this texture, down here it kind of drags it over it, if you know what I mean. So if I want to find like a smooth splodge like that there, I can kind of just search around for it, and I can move it into the center a bit more. And I can, you know, blend the texture a bit more by moving that down that way. See, there's a bit of a line across there. It's not really working very well. Maybe that's not the one. Move it up here. Scale that way. Scale it that way. Bring these two apart a bit more. Yeah, it's quite a tedious process, but after quite a while of doing it, I did eventually get this. And again, to make it shinier, I can do stuff like this. That's way too shiny, but if I have it around here, maybe a bit lower, like that, it's more of a realistic colour for it to have. I mean, I think this one's actually a bit too much, to be honest. Bring that down a bit. But yeah, so yeah, you can make it crispy, and eventually, when you find like the right kind of spot, you can blend it together quite well, and it'll look like a realistic top of a burger.